Yo, going on with y'all today? Another day. It's been about a week. I'm trying to get on the schedule of making these videos, but it be kind of hard mixing these joints in between work and then like having stuff on my mind. I'm gonna get it right though. But I'm not gonna lie. It's something that's been real interesting on my mind. So do y'all know the difference between maturing and aging? Because I hear of my 26 years of living, I hear a lot of people talking about age and putting it with maturity and saying, oh, because this person is this age, they should have blank resources already. And resources meaning, I don't know, materialistic things in life and your internal maturity to the point where you can handle certain things. You should be in certain situations and be able to know how to handle yourself and know what you're doing. Essentially, aging is completely different. Aging is how old you are. Aging is how many years you've been alive. So a lot of us everybody age. We all age. But the maturity levels of that aging is not created equal, because you mature according to how many lessons you actively attempted to learn through your aging. So year by year, we deal with X amount of issues or challenges or things we need to learn or insecurities and certain things that come up within ourselves that we know that's a trauma thing. I need to grow from that. I need to learn it. But you're also supposed to be learning from those lessons and those issues and those problems. But depending on how many times you don't learn it, is how many times you're going to keep going through that one lesson, which is stagnating your growth. Which means now you're aging, but you aren't maturing. Maturing is, no, I did this one time. Doing this again, the expectation of my reaction or the action that I take this time is supposed to be different if I matured past where I was before. Now, I probably aged 2 years, but if you give me that same situation, am I going to be able to do better than what I did the first time? That's a part of maturing. Now, there's many levels to maturing as well, because you can be mature with your bills. You can be mature with responsibilities that need to be handled, but you aren't mature when it comes to decision making, or should I do this or should I do that? Now, I personally believe our generation, like the generation the time we're in now, I'm not going to say my generation because that's just when I was born, but the times we're in, and I will go all the way up to like 60 and then all the way down to the teens, like 15, 16, 17. That's why I start really counting your actions at like 16, 17. 15, 14 still, yeah, but I still think mentally you're not there. And technically you ain't there at 20 either, probably like 22. But I would give you at least from 16 to 60, within that group, there has been a gap in maturing. And you see the same people going through the same things year by year, day by day, week by week, and they're making the same decisions over and over again. Like they don't want to mature to become a better person within themselves, which is slowing down the overall maturity of all the generations individually if everyone is not growing. So that's why you would see the same problems for years extend, because this whole generation didn't learn a lesson and is choosing to stay in it. And some of it, I would blame social media. I'm not even going to say some of it. A lot of it is because it brainwashes you into thinking like the group. And now, because social media is curated, the group is going to be whatever you think. So you're not going to step outside of your own pattern of thinking, because social media is keeping you trapped in the thinking that you already reside with, which is setting you in stone, almost hindering your growth, because you're going to be more set in who you are and what you think based off the curated things that you're seeing on a regular. Because that's how we grow. That's how we process, based on how many times we see something and what we process as a fact. That is our perspective. And your perspective can be wrong, can be completely wrong based on how many times you've seen the wrong information and you just took it in as fact. So social media plays a big part in maturing as well. Now we're not gonna put all the blame on social media because we humans, we grown. So it's a certain level that you gotta learn how to get the hell up out of those decisions that you keep making and do something different. It starts with you. It's not the person next to you. It's not your mama. It's not your daddy. It starts with you. Your household is important. Your best friends are important. They are the most immediate influences you have. Your family and your friends. So if you start changing your actions first and then putting more pressure on them in order for them to respect you and respect your decisions, see where they are, test them. Figure out if they do want to grow by standing still and standing tall and standing 10 toes on your ideas of growth, and then forcing the people around you that's in your circle to grow within the same way. And if they don't, then you can't be scared to let them go. That comes within you. Now you have to be confident enough and secure enough to know how to let this person go, because you no longer need them, because they're no longer moving in the same direction as you, because you're focused on growth and moving forward. And if they don't, they're a part of the group that's not with it, that don't want to move forward or don't want to push our generation forward. And if we talk about the Black community, it's even deeper for y'all to be focused on what's going on within your household and putting love and life first. Everything else is going to follow. Y'all remember, everything in life is better through love. Love is the strongest emotion and thing on this earth that can change the world. It starts with you, though, and you got to understand love in order to properly give it or receive it. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy.